Hi there. I am Dory Joe Stoll getting live here, so bear with me. Hi there. I am Dory Joe Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and it is Thursday. I think I'm going to have to start calling Thursday Thrift Flip or something like that, or Thursday Thrifting, because I went thrifting this morning and because I keep doing thrift store flips and makeovers on Thursdays. So it seems like it's fitting, right? Thursday thrift stores. Um, but today is going to be an experiment like no other. I don't actually even have, I don't know if I'm going to get to actually doing any chalking today. So you are in for a treat because I'm going to try something out. Hi, Christy. Good to see you. If you are coming on in, make sure that you say hello in both places. Also, I have an announcement to make. So I will be doing that in just a tad bit. If you will stick with me, say hello. Tell me if you like to go thrift store shopping. Yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, I'm a double thumbs up. Does it make a difference? There, I'm a double thumbs up. Will it do too? Oh, fireworks. I am a thrift store shopper extraordinaire. And we don't have much, but what we do have, um, we have two little stores that I enjoy going to. We actually have, I think, four thrift stores in the area. One kind of smells like mold and smoke, so I don't go there. And then the other one, they have a resident cat, and I'm highly allergic, and it also smells very damp in there. So the combination of mold and cat is enough to almost die walking in the door. Hello, Karen. Hello, hello, hello. But then we have our hospital has a thrift store where the profits go to the hospital. Don't ask me why a hospital needs profits, but that's beside the point. And sometimes like that and then we have one out in a little bitty, like it's not even a town, like it's unincorporated Fen. It's where like one of those, yeah, I don't know what our Ace Hardware has a cat and it chases me around the store. I've actually had to I've had to leave the building because the cat won't leave me alone. And I have anaphylactic reactions to cats. So if I need to go there, yes. Oh, so yeah, the hospital has great stuff. Yes, but they have weird pricing. Case in point, today I went thrift store. So both of our fan one and our thrift store, our hospital thrift store, they both only are open Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then I know for sure the thrift store, I know it's terrible. And it seems, I don't know, everybody, it's okay here to have cats in your businesses. I don't get it. It's also okay to let your cats roam town freely. So, and they all come and live in my gardens. So that's that. I'll go outside and I'll be weeding along, having a good old day, and suddenly, voila, I am having a huge allergic reaction. As if the environment doesn't get me enough, everybody's cats get me. So anyway, so I was telling you my story about thrift shop store. I got a few things. I might have to just do a video later on. So be watching for it of what I got at the thrift store. But anyway, so I went into the hospital one. Hi, Julie. Good to see you. Right? No, they just know I'm highly allergic to them. So that's why they show up. But I went into the thrift store and I don't know why, but I always feel compelled to look at the boots when they come in. They had the boots out, also all the Christmas stuff, and specifically Christmas ornaments. I feel the need to go through, even though I have an entire 1 to 2 Rubbermaids full of just ornaments left over from doing wreaths with 4-H. So don't mind me. So I'm mumbling. I don't know why I have to look for boots because yada yada yada. So anyway, every single pair of almost brand new boots today in the thrift store fit me. They were my size. Of course, my daughter's like, of course they're your size, but my daughters have their boots for the year. I have my boots for my lifetime because I'm standing there going, I don't need another pair of boots because I don't even like to go outside. I hate outside in the winter. My daughter's like, you go outside. I'm like, no, I don't. Not in the winter. So anyway, I found this really great pair of boots. It's got fur around the top. They're lace ups. They've got this like leatherish strap on them. London Fog, brand new. They look like somebody put them on, wore them around the house, and that's it. That is all. $12. And I'm like, okay, it's not bad. I can do that because, compared to Goodwill, that's actually cheap. And then I found an exact same pair. They were on top of the rack as I was checking out. And I was just like, just for kicks and giggles, it's on the rack where they price everything up in our store because they pull anything that they think is valuable and put it on a special rack. So this was on top of that special rack. And they were Sorel boots that looked exactly like the London Fogs I had picked up for $12. I pick them up. They are older. They are dirty. They are very used. And I pick them up and look at them, and because they write the price on the bottom. Yeah, gardening, I can do that. In fact, I've been thinking I should go out and weed my beds right now while it's still sort of fair and wet because they're really bad. They're overrun from the end of the summer. But anyway, so I thought, this is crooked. Anyway, I figured I'm just going to check and see what the price difference is. It's a pair of Sorel boots. I had the London Fogs. They were $95. $95 in the thrift store, used, old, like the rubber is hard, not even soft. They looked exactly the same. Mine were, if it's a brand, right? Anyway, I was like kind of gasping and like, I can't believe this. Like, I think London Fog is a better brand. I mean, granted, I live in the West, and so everybody here thinks because Sorel is cowboy boots time, Sorel is more expensive. So anyway, I went ahead with mine, and I even asked the lady behind me, I'm like, did you see those Sorel boots? She goes, yeah, those are pretty old looking and pretty, crunchy and whatnot and dirty. And she goes, and I said, look at the price. And she goes, oh my goodness, like, holy cow, what in the world? So I don't know what they're thinking, but I do know from past experience because they had a pair of Nike size 14 men's boots or Nike tennis shoes that were like brand new. They had them for $75. Well, I mean, people here are pretty short in our area. So not many people wear a size 14. My husband does. And I was like, I was not going to buy him a size 14 boots or shoes at $75 without him trying on, but they're never open when he's around. So although I could have gotten him in there on a Saturday. So anyway, they stayed there like all summer long. And it was funny because we had like one of the basketball stars stopped in, like it's right off the highway. So they stopped in like from one of the local college, not local, but one of the colleges in the area, one of the bigger colleges. And I think it was from Gonzaga. He had all the Gonzaga gear. And my daughters were like, I know he's, yeah, special order, right? But even $75 I would do, but I'm like, come on, this is Grangeville, people. I went up twice and said, would you go lower on these? Like, are not going to sell. They did not sell. They did not sell. They would have sales, 50% off all the shoes, except the pair of, I wanted those dang things. I don't know. They stayed there for at least 9 months and then they disappeared. So I don't know if they just took them off the shelf, because also this thrift store, the hospital thrift store, is known for, and I know Goodwill is known for that, but we are a small town. They get everything donated. Oh, come on. Like, nobody here is that kind of rich. Not mostly anyway, and they definitely don't go to the thrift store. Maybe wondering what I'm doing. I'm going to do an experiment today. This is a little like, oh, what is going on? Okay, so this is actually, it's supposed to go this way. It is a hang up for the wall. It is a wood, kind of pretty good quality wood, but kind of an old color, neutral, natural. It was for paper towels for $3. It has been sitting by my back door on my bench in my piano room for no less than a year, because my daughter saw it. She goes, this is a good one thing. You should redo this. You could paint this. And I'm like, all the better. So anyway, she talked me into it. She was very sweet about it. She doesn't really like to go thrift store shopping with me. That's Bethany. Oh, and now I see actually not very good. It's got a chip in the wood. So we're going to have to make this definitely. Anyway, good reason to go ahead, and I should get some filler for that. And then it's got this little drawer. So I kind of acquiesced and went ahead. So it's been collecting dust in my house. This is the little drawer that goes in there. I got it for $3. I don't think it's too bad because there's so many knockouts. Yeah, I know. I don't do that either. I'm not really like clothes and shoes. We're usually just buying for use in our house. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. That's all I do. I don't do anything else at the thrift store. I'm going to put you down so you can see what I'm doing while I'm chatting about my thrift store endeavors. So that was it. But I got, so I got my $12 London Fog boots. I should have done a video from the thrift store to show you $95. I can't believe there was a pair of boots for $95. They do cowboy boots for $75 and the poo comes for free. I know, right? So I'm gonna start on the back of this for my little experiment because I think that maybe that'll be the best way to go ahead and figure out if this works. So a while back, before we got Dixie Belle into our line, I did some researching into the Dixie Belle products and had watched a lot of videos on Dixie Belle Voodoo gel stain, and it's a water-based gel stain. It says it works like magic. And I remember watching after I ordered my original one, because I got Up in Smoke in Tobacco Road first, because we had 3 different kinds. We had the natural, au natural. I'm sorry. I don't know why I have something stuck in my throat. We had the au natural, and I thought it was kind of like a clear stain, so I didn't want to get it. Then I watched a video. And, you know, if you're like me, you watch videos and go, oh, I got to do that. But needless to say, I ended up just ordering this in because I want to try it. But basically, au naturel, I saw, and maybe I have the wrong product. Maybe, you know, I can't even find the video that I watched. So we're going to try it. And I'm going to try to do a coat on this and see if I can change the color of this from such a, I don't know, do you call this 80s, maybe more 90s color of stain without having to sand it or paint it. I figure if it goes very wrong, it's going to be okay. I'm going to get this edge here. Right there. If it goes super wrong, all we have to do is paint it. Because it's water-based, I can paint it. I did find, remember my frustration with the Dollar Tree foam brushes. I guess there is a difference between foam brushes. I'm just going to go over this little attachment because I don't have a whole lot of patience for it. And I'm trying to get into the little cracks here and then bring it out. And we're going to try it and see if this can lighten it and make it not look so 90s, right? We'll see. All right. This does take patience because I know, so I'll put that to you so you can take a look. But look, already it looks amazingly different. So kind of like using a white, but I want to take this apart. I don't know which one is coming off. I guess this side. But I do know you can't, hi Samantha, you cannot over, see, I'm not gonna be able to wait for this to dry. I'm gonna have to just do the whole thing. You can't over rub on it. You have to let it dry and then do extra coats if you don't like it. So that's what I know about it. So this is the Voodoo gel stain that I'm using. And I thought I would just try it on this because I think this would be a perfect way to correct something that is very wrong. And I don't know what happened here. I feel like, I don't know. both sides are cracked. So I don't know if it fell off the shelf or if somebody was playing around and messed with it. I don't know. I'm hoping it'll stay together. You don't want to get, I got too much on the bottom there. All right. I should have maybe done some repairs before I started this. Actually, the inside of the hole doesn't look so bad. So maybe this will be more natural. I have a feeling it's going to take more than one coat. And I'm putting it right on there and working on getting in the corners. I did just, while I was talking to you before, I did just take a wipe to wipe it off and clean it up a little. I haven't done anything. I had to prep this. I haven't done a stinking thing. Oh, and you know, I think foam brushes are just not my friend. This one just got a rip in it already. But I'm just trying to not make it look so much country, right? I mean, this is kind of that country wood table sort of finish on it. Is that cream soda? Yes. No, it's called Au Naturel Gel Stain, and it's a water-based stain. And so you can totally do it inside. It's not smelly. I did put gloves on because I've been getting, whenever I do this, I do get my fingers in a hot mess. So I thought, I'm going to protect myself today. I'm going to protect myself from myself. It's kind of working to just put it right onto my foam brush here. I figured if anything, it'll be nice to just change the hue of it. And then we could do, I think I was thinking the vintage labels. I think that's what they're called. The jar labels, maybe around the front. Maybe I'll even switch out the little, what do you mean, jigger? I don't know. I don't know if you could see that really well, but here's the original color. Here's what it's looking like after I do it. Isn't that pretty? I actually am quite impressed with myself. I had this aha moment where I was like, oh, I know what I can do. Because I keep looking at this. It's been by my back door. It's right in my piano room. I look at it, especially every week, because I clear off that bench. We have a bench by the back door that my husband built. And I guess I did that end already on the inside. And anyway, I built this bench, and it's always got, it's where everybody's shoes go to. So it's always got this big mess of shoes. So I thought maybe this will be the answer. I don't know. It does look like cream soda, doesn't it? Does this come? Oh, the knobs come off. Look at that. I don't think I really need them off, but that's interesting. And that pole is like, can you see that? It's crooked. I don't know if you can see that, but it is. I don't know. How would that happen? But you won't see that if you put paper towel on it. So I think my daughter originally, I was like, I don't need a paper towel thing. Maybe I'll keep this in my own house. But I don't use paper towel. Do you guys use paper towel? I am kind of a reuse person. I prefer to, I wouldn't say I'm always a recycle reuse person, but I hate paper towel waste. Paper towel is so expensive. And then it just goes to the garbage. And if you have children or husbands, it goes like quicker because you know what? This is like totally cutting off. So it has, remember my biggest complaint about my Dollar Tree ones is it didn't have the plastic piece on the inside for some stability. Well, guess what? My stability has cracked through and now it doesn't spread anyway. So that was a good thought, what I thought about. So anyway, we're just trying to change up the color a little here. I should have taken a before picture, but I was way too excited. Hello, Amanda. I'm going to go on to my second sponge here because that one is all the way through. See if a smaller one works better. I was thinking the bigger one. This is the bottom, I know, but I just want to make sure it just all kind of looks uniform. See, I'm not hardly even getting it on my finger. Oh, I guess I got a little. I don't want to disappoint. If I wear a pair of gloves, I have to get it all over because, you know, that's what you do when you're crafting is get dirty. So we're just seeing. So if this works, I actually have a cutting board that I have sanded, and because it has a burn mark on it, it's not sanding off very well. So I'm thinking about doing this to that too. I'm starting to love this gel stain. Ooh, I do see some, maybe this cracked or I don't know. I don't really want to keep this. I don't know what happened. They must have had something attached to the bottom that had cracked the wood up. I might have to get my husband to do some gluing and stapling on it because it's got some issues, but it shouldn't be such a problem. All right. The one thing you do, I'm noticing, like I said, this is sort of a little experiment here because I have not done this on top of another stain. I've always, the last time I actually sanded it off, then pasted, and then, or actually did this and then pasted. And then I tried to do the stain, the gel stain on my, my tree one, and it smeared everything. So don't do gel stain after your piece. That's my advice. That's all I got. But also, whichever direction you go in, that's the direction that it's going to. So you're not gonna be able to see this part, but I do need to get the inside. So I apologize for the sight. I'll just try to keep being exciting while I'm working at it. So you could see the brush strokes, and it ends up looking. It's not actually the wood of the piece that you're staining that you see the brush, that it looks like the wood on it. It's actually the does have a smell a little bit, not anything where you feel like you're going to get a headache or anything. But it does show the brush strokes. So, you know, when you're doing a wood piece, you do want to go in the direction of the wood so it makes sense. I mean, I guess you could change it if you want, but you don't need to. I just saw some that I didn't get here on the edges. That was probably my big brush. My big brush. All right, I got the bottom. Now we just need to get, I'm going to put it on the side and see if I can't get it rubbed on that way. I'm starting to think that just a sponge would be better. I thought about going and getting, I have some makeup sponges upstairs, and I thought about going and getting them, but I was like, nah, I'll use this sponge, a different kind of sponge brush. Yeah, should have gone and gotten it. I also thought maybe the sponge brush would not be, it would take me a long time. Or the sponges, the makeup sponges would take me too long. All right, so these sides are just going to be going the wrong direction because I just want them covered here. It is hard to get into the corners without making all kinds of brush strokes on it, going the wrong direction. Oh, and if you brush the wrong way and you've already like done that area, it'll brush it off. You have to kind of give it a chance to dry before you go on and brush the second time, because you can overbrush You just want to put it on and leave it on. As you can see, it's kind of like, I think some of that blondishness is coming back. Ooh, there's a piece of it. And I see in this corner, I didn't get it. This lighting is not great. I'm gonna, my new light. I'm trying not to get the glare, but it certainly is. Thinking maybe I need to do this on my piano. My piano, I didn't know it, but the first winter we had it in there, it was under the window, and I didn't know the window was leaking water every time it rained onto the top of the piano. I had no idea. And so feels weird to put it on the edge of the brush, like to put it up here instead of on the tip, but it is working. Yeah, I'll let you know. I am on a quest for some brushes that don't fall apart, and so far I am failing. I am absolutely failing. I'm going to start making my own. All right. This is actually, I can tell it's already like the first coat. I'm just going to pitch this one. Why keep it, right? Look at me throwing stuff away. I don't know. So far, don't you think that looks better? Oh, yeah. I've got more to do. And then there's more. I think it's pretty dry. I'm just going to set that aside there. All right, let's see what we can do on a round roly-poly. I'm going to start. To get it painted. This should be hidden in the paper towel. And this, I know, even though I'm kind of in the throes of doing Christmas stuff and decorations and stuff like that, I know that I need to do this in particular on in something neutral, because if you're going to put this up in your kitchen, you want it to be neutral. So what are your thoughts on what should I put on the drawer? I think it would be cute to put a sort of a vintagey look. I was thinking the vintage labels, but I don't know. I like the idea of florals, but I feel like that's sort of my aesthetic, not necessarily everybody's. And then I don't know, my farmhouse stuff hasn't sold very well lately. I shouldn't say that. When I did that fall festival, my farmhouse milk sign sold. It was like the only sign I sold. I don't know what was with that. I just talked to the lady at the thrift store. She does craft shows too. And she said she did that same one a couple years ago. It was terrible. It was not for crafters. And I was like, whoa, that would have been nice to know. I wish I would have known that before I spent a whole day out in the cold weather and almost cried. All right, I'm just going to leave that. And then we've got the drawer. There's lots of places. I'm wondering. Oh, that drawer pull doesn't go through. I think I may just leave that for now. And maybe we'll do a little, I don't know. We'll see. I have thoughts. That's why you watch me, right? For my thoughts out loud. So I do have a big announcement to tell you about. I've been kind of pondering for a while, and I've decided to just go ahead with it. I am going to do 30 days of homemade Christmas gift ideas and go live every single day, or provide a really good one every single day for 30 days starting tomorrow. And it's going to be over on my YouTube channel. It's Prairie Scraps. And so make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, like it, and hit the bell notification so you know when I go live. It's going to be free of charge. But if you'd like to see the content, some of it I'm going to be making up ahead of time, because we're going to have things like a craft show in the middle of that. Actually, during that time, I'm going to have 2 craft shows. So yeah, call me crazy, but I love doing this. I did it years ago. I did a 30 days of gifts ideas, homemade gifts ideas. And so years and years, maybe 20 years ago, on my what do you call it? What, not my website, but blog. Oh, I am going to use then change the grocery out to Christmas pine bows. Yeah. I am not. I am going to do chalk. This is something I would like to get rid of. So I'm not going to do decals or rub-ons, actually. We are going to do some sort of transfer. I've got little labels, vintage labels transfer that's specific for the kitchen. But I'll look through my kitchen things and see what we decide, because we do want it to be evergreen. We want it to go year round. So anyway, if you want to join in on that, just make sure you're a subscriber of my channel. I will be coming over here and making sure to let you know, but I will not be doing the lives mostly on Facebook. I'm just going to do it over on my channel. It's just easier, simpler. YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube is kinder to me. They don't get rid of me. It's just an easier place to go. It helps my channel. I'm wanting to build up my channel a little bit. And I do have memberships on my channel, so I would love to have you join the membership. And if you join the membership, you'll get a chance, now you can get a chance to not only help me get these crafts together and whatnot, but you'll get to see like the behind the scenes stuff. You'll get to see all the things before they come out. So please go over and consider doing a membership so you can see the stuff beforehand. I may even put some little extras, but that's where I'm going to be storing everything up and then putting it live once a day, a new live. So if you can swing it, go over and join the membership on my YouTube channel. There's 2 different levels. So, oh, no. What time is it? She's going to have to wait. Lydia, I'm live.
Apparently, Miss Carla and the other person that organizes the whole thing, he said that it's like a whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. We'll come on home on the bus.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you too. Sorry about that. My teenager is calling on my phone that I'm using to record on and I'm like, okay, quick, tell me. Trying to hurry her along, and she's just like, it's a thing, and it's a whole thing, and I'll ride the bus home. Like, okay, great. See you soon. Get off the phone. So I apologize. I hope you stuck with me through that. But anyway, yes. So 30 days of the little greens from 30 days of gift ideas. I love to make homemade gift ideas, and I want to help you come up with some great ideas. They're not all good. I'm going to just lots of different ideas. They aren't going to be primarily all chalk couture, but obviously that is something I use for a lot of my gifts right now. It makes my life easier. It makes my stuff look really professional. So, I'm not going to lie, I probably will, represent a little bit for the products that I do carry, because for obvious reasons, but the DIYs you can always adapt, and I'll try to give you lots of different ideas on what you can do similar or how you can help yourself. How many sides of this drawer do I need to do? That's the question. I'm just going I probably won't come back and do this again, but I do think I need Hopefully this doesn't make it thicker to open the drawer. All right. I think that has, wow, you know what? What a difference that is making on this. I think I'm starting to have hot flashes. Hi, Linda. It's $3.99 or $6.99, just depending on, you know, it's up to you which one you want to do. It's not bad. It's not super expensive. Love to have you over there. I try to, you know, provide things. Actually, mostly what I do on my memberships is I give it to you like before everybody else, or I give you the extra stuff. Like, you know, I go live a lot, or I'll record some to make like reels and things, and then I have the whole thing in the membership instead of, you know, where you can see it kind of sped up. I'll do that and do all the titles and stuff and do that, but I put the entire thing over on my membership. So just a little extra helps. There is a plastic thing in there. It's now not holding on. Maybe it's not meant to be. I don't know. What in the world, you guys? I just want a sponge. I think I'm gonna like have to get onto Dixie Belle and order some of theirs. We don't carry them. Order this from me though, because I do make a little bit of commissions off of it. It doesn't cost you anything more to purchase the Dixie Belle from me. All right, we're gonna go back to this and stop rubbing on the drawer because I'm afraid it will rub off, and you know, it's time. I don't know. Can I go through a whole pack of these? Maybe I'm just going to try doing this. It might work out better. I do see, like, as I put this stain on the top, it looks like there's like a little stain on it. And this could be put like on a countertop too, because you can flip the drawer. So I don't want it to be uneven right there. Guess I might as well. Can definitely feel this. I actually think this is getting better the second time around here. I'm liking the coverage for sure. It's looking better. Looking better. And actually with that brush handle off, it's easier to get the ends. You see that? Like how easy that is to just cover the ends. Let me put you up a little bit. Definitely the second coat is so much better. So much better. This is working. It's good I have gloves on because now I'm getting into it. Now I'm definitely getting into it. Oops. I just squeezed it out everywhere. Still trying to adhere to the grain of the wood so that it looks natural. Also trying to be somewhat methodical about it so that it, oops. Don't put them the wrong way. You could definitely see when you go the wrong direction in it. I don't know. I think it's looking good. Do you guys make homemade gifts? Do you do that regularly, or is it something you've done occasionally? I'm just curious. we did it as a family for a couple of years just to try to save money with 5 kids. You know, you try out everything because you want it to be fun for the kids, but yet it's expensive. We did a name exchange, but everybody had to remake something homemade for their gift. It had to be a homemade gift. Well, first of all, I'm the crafter in the house, so I ended up helping everybody. And then secondly, oh my goodness, it was really labor intensive. And that last year we did it, like either Dave or I were like working every bit all the time on something. With one of the kids, and it sort of got like out of hand. It wasn't just like, oh, let's make like a cute little ornament for my sibling. That last year that we did, and I kind of threw the towel in on the homemade gift idea because I couldn't keep up with it. And what's going on? Oh, you know what I did? I just rubbed it out. So I'm like, I can see a spot, but actually what it is it went back to that original coat because I rubbed too many times or too hard on it. You do have to be careful that you don't rub it off. What do you think? What do you think? For sure, I think some of these edges I'm going to have to do a couple times. I'm really, even though I keep putting the stain on, I'm really not using that much. If you look at the bottle, it's very full yet. So this is a very, especially I think for smalls, I think this is a very economical way to go for redoing this. You know, if you've got that orange cabinets, or I guess that's where I've seen it, it can neutralize, it sort of neutralizes it. But I wondered, you know, afterwards if they have like a neutralizing product that I maybe mix natural with neutral because they sound the same. Right up here, it's getting, I'm wiping too hard for some reason at the top. All right, the outside is done. I think I'm going to have to do another coat, but it is looking, remember that orangey color? It's looking really good. So much better. What I really need is my big light on, I think. But I don't know. Why do gloves, this is my question of the day. My question of the day. Why do rubber gloves not go on the same the second time? They don't go on as well as the second time as they do the first time. So it's like once you take them off, they do not go back on correctly. I'm just like squeezing it out of here for the bottom. I just want to put it on here just so that it all looks uniform. And clean. It definitely looks clean, right? Oops. See, there you can see where I took it off just by my fingers. So that part, that back part is not like real wood. It's almost more like a particle board, this back piece here. I don't know if it's got a top coat or something on it. You know, the nice thing about this is if this seems to be working out, in my opinion. It almost looks like a whitewash, if you ask me, which I will take over that yellowish 90s coat that was on there. I'm definitely liking it. You can see my fingerprints. I'm doing great here. All right, let's get, here's a little sticky. And you just want to keep remembering not to wipe too many times. Just put it on. Don't let it dry. And then, there we go. Around that. Now I took it off around the around the handle, getting the handle done in the crevices there, got it taken off. All right, leave it be. It's okay. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about my experiment? I'm pretty impressed. It's not like exactly a whitewash. It does look a little bit lighter than that. All right, let's see if we can get this. Dowel. I would imagine this dowel is totally made out of something different. Way different than the rest of the box, because we could even dull it up a little bit by taking the knobs and putting some of that gold gilding wax on it. That would really be a big difference on it. I'm going to take this, try to get around there. Pretty good. I feel like I'm sitting in the dark today. I am over the like cold winter weather-ish type of stuff. The sun kind of came out today, which was nice of it to do. This looks like a little mushroom. This might have been better on the end. It's hard to get that done without smudging. There. Yay. It is a pretty fast drying. So what does it say? Causes eye irritation, so don't put it in your eyes. I'm getting the stain all over the bottle now. It says shake well before use. Apply with a lint-free cloth, paintbrush, or applicator pad. Apply stain and wipe excess product. Start out with a small amount. Reapply depending on the shade you are looking for. And it doesn't say how long. But this is an American company, and we carry this. So that's kind of exciting. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. Pretty nice. Way better than that. You know what I'm talking about. That country. I'm looking to see if I have any fingers. That country look. The pale wood, you know, like where they used to make the whole country kitchen tables and chairs, the rounded back chairs that went with it. I think it was in the 90s. There we go. Get some light. Maybe this will help us. This will help us get a little bit better on here. All right. It is actually, like, to the touch, it's not even tacky in most places. Now, I mess with my glove. I do think I want to do one more because I can see that stain. We don't want to do like 3 coats on some surfaces and none on the other. Why? Look where the pinky is. Hello. Yes, my name is Dory, and I cannot get into my gloves on my own. That was my thumb. I had my thumb, the pinky, and then it was like, why do I only have 4 fingers? Oh, it's a joke. Okay. I think we're going to go one more round. I think this is pretty much, oops, I really dumped it now. This is pretty dry. It's not even tacky, so it's doing really well. This is actually a nice paste to do. And my sponge brush has died completely. So there's that. Just one more coat, and I think we should be good to go. Start on those ends and those creases, and then go for the rest of it. And although I'm like reapplying more of the stain on here, it's really not taking that much. So, see, this was a brand new bottle. You can't even see. Okay, we're going to go up and around on this. Get the whole edge here. Do this one. Try to do things in a sequence so that I don't like forget an edge. Oops. Don't wreck that. Put that up there. Up and around. And let's try to do the end. All right, I want more. I'm really liking how this works. Although, you know, who doesn't love doing a coat and not having to do multiple coats? Or not having to do the sanding. Although I have a sanding machine, it's not fun on the arms. It's just not my favorite. Do you guys like to sand? I am not necessarily a fan. And I'd worried about doing paint on this because if you do paint, I was really worried that it would like get all, you know, kind of thick and goopy, or that I would have to take that the coat, you know, like the varnish or whatever they have for a clear coat on top of this off. So this way you can just get it to be a blonde wood and we're good to go. At this angle, I'm able to see if there's like a wet, you know, a non-wet stripe on something, which kind of helps to make sure I get even coats. Oops, emergency, my sponge is breaking down. I'm seeing little black pieces coming off. Emergency. I don't want those on there. Little pieces of the sponge. I will use things. I will keep them around forever. I'm going to get a nice good coat in the middle here because this is the shelf, and there I can see like through the process of doing this, it brought out kind of a stain on the top. So hopefully that will disappear. Otherwise, we might have to go as a top coat, do some dark wax, and that might cover up some of the imperfections here, make it look a little bit more. I could also mix in a little bit of that corner. Looks very pale. All right, you can see that. I think it's looking good. Guys, I'm getting so excited about this. What a relief. I think last time maybe I didn't do this inside. So this isn't very exciting, but I have been working on a good list of what some, yeah. So anyway, back to the Christmas gift ideas. I've been working on a list of things we can make for homemade Christmas. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hoping, you guys are like me where you're looking for ways to maybe save a little bit of money for your Christmas gifts. Not that that you want it to be less special for anybody in your life. But sometimes I know as I've become a grandma, some of the things I start giving to my grandkids, I want it to be something that they maybe keep for their life, like it's something, oh, that is wiping off, that it would be something they treasure even after I'm gone a little bit. I know I'm not an old grandma and I'm not planning on dying soon, but you know what I mean? Like I want it to be something that they would treasure. In fact, my daughter was just saying the other day, my youngest, Bethany, she was saying in the store, she goes, I would really like one of grandma's. She makes these hanging towels. She takes the regular, like towels from the store and then crochets a top. Oh my goodness. Amber, I'm live. I am live, Miss Amber. Anyway, she makes these hanging towels, and when the kids all got married, she made each of them like their own set of different holidays for of the towels. So she, has a Christmas one and Easter one, just so they have a collection of her towels to hang in their kitchen. And my youngest daughter she goes, I would really like a set because I'm afraid that by the time I get old enough to get married, that I won't get one. She didn't say that grandma's going to die, but I know that's what she was thinking, that grandma might not be around for that to give her one a set. All right. What do you guys think? I think it's looking pretty good. I have a little bit of concern. I maybe will go over this, but I like how smooth it looks. It's nice and smooth. Hold it inside those holes. Just going to quickly wipe on the bottom here. Not really my focus, but I don't want it to obviously look like, 90s or 80s blonde wood with the high gloss on it. So, ooh, that's not good. Lost it on the floor. This might be it. Did it get dirty? Kind of. Didn't get my skirt. That's good. All right. How many are we on to now? Third one of the day. We'll see how this goes, right? The worst thing is to put this on at this point. It's like you have to, I had a nice sponge going until I dropped it. So I'll be giving all kinds of ideas, not just for like grandchildren only or, parents or whatever. I'm going to try to give a wide variety. Hi, Vicky. How are you doing? Get the back of this real quick. So far, my third sponge is doing okay. One of my sponges, like the like the end of it was just like, as soon as it got wet, it like was getting all was like kind of dangling there. It wasn't helping me at all. Oh, well, the drama of the sponge brushes. I wonder if there is such a thing as a decent sponge brush. I don't know. Okay, let's do this knob since we're third coat for the knob here. And I may have to do, like I said, on that top, I may have to do a little bit of touch up on that. Same with the knob here. I don't know. I could, that's actually making me think about it. I could go and do, there's these little bumblebees on the crown, the vintage crown transfer. That would be really cute on the ends of the knobs. I don't know if there's one small enough to go on the end of that little knob on the drawer, but, you know, it's a thought. Just gonna, ooh, don't do that. I didn't need it that wide. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. I am using some Au Natural gel stain to neutralize this paper towel rack for the wall in the kitchen. And I think it's seen better days, but oh well. We're going to make it look kind of vintagey, yet useful. I'm hoping we'll make some improvements. It was kind of an experiment because I had seen where using this water-based gel stain, it like neutralizes it. Also, I'm going to be doing a 30 days of Christmas gift ideas over on my channel, Prairie Scraps. So please go, and you can see the beforehand stuff. You can see it beforehand. You can get early access to it by joining my membership, but it's free for them. Each day I'll come out with a new gift idea. I think that'll be fun. I love to make Christmas gifts. So I don't know. I'll probably end up with more handmade gifts this year just because look at how handy I'm getting at that knob, right? I think I'm going to end up with more Christmas gifts made just because I am going to be doing 30 days of it. So hopefully my kids won't watch too closely. By kids, I mean my older kids. They don't usually actually watch. They do see so that's, but I'll be doing it over on the channel. Most of them, I don't even think they're on the channel. So there's that. And then I'll be sharing and kind of promoting it. If it's a kid for one of my kids or gift for one of my kids, I probably won't show it over on Facebook at all. I'll just put it on YouTube because my own kids don't follow me. Neither is my mom. She follows my brother, who's on YouTube. It's kind of a funny story. My mom was like bragging up, your brother has like, I don't know what it was at the time, a couple hundred followers. It was a while back because I was like just over 1,000. I had just kind of really started working on my YouTube channel. He's got, can you believe it? He's got like 200 followers on YouTube. And I'm like, that's great. I have like over 1,000. I like make money. So anyway, it was back a long time ago. And she was just like, yeah, but he does it. And I'm like, I'm doing the same thing. And my brother's like, no, she's got more, going on over there than I do. But he does like video game how-tos, I guess. I don't know. I know what it is, but he just does these DIYs on video games, but I don't play video games. So I don't understand it really. And so anyway, he's like, well, DIYers will always like get way more watches than anybody else. Like he was kind of negative about it, but oh well. And my mom's like, you should watch him. I'm like, I don't watch video games. Like, I check on it every once in a while and see where he's at, but not that it's a competition, but it's just like my mom thinks my brother is all that in a bag of chips on YouTube, and I'm not. So there's that. But I'm always excited when I meet somebody, like when I go shopping at Hobby Lobby. I've run into people who knew me from my page. I met somebody. I ran into somebody from church, a new person. She was visiting our church, and she's like, I know you. She was like, I was sitting in church, and I'm like, I know that lady from YouTube. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I think it was amazing. Anyway, if you redo pieces, do you do a really awesome job on the inside? I run out of patience on the inside. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just trying to get it at least a light coat. I'm trying to get, I don't know if I wiped it off. It feels like this. Gotta keep from wiping too much. All right, so there we go. I actually really like the drawer. It looks really good. And maybe I should have taken this off because I think whatever I do is going to go over this. That was kind of dumb, huh? Oh, that's interesting. Because I don't want lifted. I guess the screw doesn't go through there. It's like between boards. It's all clean on the inside. I don't know. That's interesting. Usually it goes the other way around, right? Like where the screw goes into the board. This one, just going to put it up. Oops, that's not good. We don't want it loose. That's not good at all. It feels like it's slipping. Oh boy. See, I should have just left it. I may have to get my husband a bolt. I don't know what you do to get that off. So I was thinking like one of those things could go on there. Let's start looking for a transfer while this dries. And I'm going to leave that alone. I'm so glad I used gloves. A lot less troublesome when you use gloves. Gonna get rid of that rest of that. Let's see. Clean this up a little bit. Clean the jar up a little bit because it does kind of, on plastic, it seems like it stays tacky. So when you grab onto the bottle, it's like sticky. Comes off. It's water based, so it comes off the lid wherever you spill it there. That's kind of nice. Oh, and everywhere else. We'll probably want to put a sealer on this. I'll probably either spray coat it or use some gator hide to make it water repellent so that it's not going to come off with your fingers and stuff because it is water repellent. I think I want to look for kitchen. Sorry, this is kind of a long one, but several different coats and see what we got. See what we got. I have a binder just for kitchen stuff. I think I want to do coffee. Lots of coffee. You know what I like. These labels would work nice. I don't know. Where in the world would that go, that vintage one? Oh, that's all coffee. Am I missing it? Told the girls today, usually Tuesday and Wednesdays, they have to ride the bus home because I have lessons going all through their coming home. And we had originally talked about the beginning of the, could do Life is Sweet, maybe. But I wonder where, maybe in home. I have like a different one for home, and I guess I should look for this earlier. And farm. This is, oh, there's my, this was the one I was thinking about. Like this one has the vintage, what is this one called? Vintage labels and crowns. I guess it has both. But I was thinking this one on here, but I don't know if I can do it. Because of the knob. Now I'm worried about the knob. I was thinking the knob would just screw up. I should have started with that so I could figure it out. I didn't realize all the labels were on there. I thought there was another label one. I'm trying to think what I could get to go around that transfer-wise without too much trouble, and I'm not coming up with a whole lot. I could do home or love. I was thinking this would work, you know, because I could just take off the little knob, but now I've got, there's a screw in there. And it's kind of loose, so it's there. Oh, I got it. It's on tight now. Well, I don't know. Might have to use some glue on that. Dang. I wish I could, like, I hate to poke a hole in my transfer just for this. So I wonder if oh, you know what I could do though? If I could find some greens and put it on both sides. I could do like this one right here. You see that one where it's got the greens going on both sides? But I think, I don't know if I could do it with this. Let's take a look. This one's, I think, too big. Yeah, that one's too big, but maybe I could do this one. I'm going to throw some wax on this for a hot minute because I want this to be sealed in before I do this because I don't want it to come off when I put the transfer on. So we're just going to take microfiber cloth here and wax this. Oh, that is looking beautiful. I like it. Maybe we'll just stick with wax. Wax might be my new favorite, although that is not my favorite. I have to find a knob. Something. Do something. I don't know what. It's like they put that screw through before. Ooh, that is nice. Look at how nice that looks. It's just got a nice texture now, nice smoothness to it. I'm going to put this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so we did that. I will wax eventually the whole thing. So not on here. And what I'm thinking about doing is doing half of this. Just kind of riding it around, if that makes sense. I think I can do that. Is that where I want it though? This was the one I had in mind. I won't lie. Okay, so we're gonna maybe start with the bottom. And we're gonna be okay if it turns out a little bit different than we wanted. All right, I'm gonna get, I think I'm gonna do black paste on this. And I'm going to use a tool because this, I can use it just like a paintbrush. So this black paste, we're just going to go ahead and use that for this. And I'm just going to be super patient with this. So bear with me. I know it's not a great angle for you, but we're going to just kind of wing it here. I don't want to move it around too much because already we're going to be moving. And see how I can kind of bend it around. We're going to try to pick up some of that extra, move it around the knob. And because it's vintagey, I think it's going to be okay. I might even have to stand up. Oops. My messy self. Don't mind me. Oops, some over here I missed. Just peeling as I go on one end and then laying it down on the other end as I go. This is seriously what I had in mind, was doing it around the knob, but I wasn't thinking I was going to have a knob in the way. I thought I could lay it down first and then, did I get out? And then put the screw back, or put the knob back in. Okay. Peel. That crown turned out pretty nice. I think a little bit we missed right here. Okay. Right here. I don't know why it looks different. It's not like uniformly. A little more paste here. Oops. Of course I hit off. I think I'm going to do the Paris part here. Very careful if you get it on itself. You want to very carefully lift it off. So there's Paris on the underside here. And I'm just going to go in and get it on there. Okay. Nice. All right. I'm excited to show you that. Holy cow. That was hold your breath kind of things going on here. And I'm going to take off. There's a little bit I went over with my little brush. And then there's a little, this is where putting wax on there helps out. So this is a little bit of a long process today. I apologize for that, but I'm happy if you go ahead and watch and kind of go fast forward a little bit. That's great. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It says Paris and it's got the little crown there. I kind of just like it the way it is. What do you guys think? I think that's great. I'm super excited about that. I see a little black smudging right there. I love it. I think it looks amazing. How easy peasy. And it wasn't so bad. I was kind of panicking about the knob in the middle, but I was able to kind of get it in between. Isn't that pretty? Love it. What a far cry from that blonde wood 80s, 90s looking wood piece that we had to a neutral looking. I don't know. I love it. All right. Well, I think that's it for now. I'm not sure. I haven't totally decided on the rest. Maybe I'll put, oh, actually I could put a little bit on the top. That might cover this little dark, I don't know if you can see that stain on the top. Oops. And we got black paste. I could see it right on the end of the knob. I see it got a little bit on the end. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can't find, oops, I just rubbed off. I washed off my good neutralization, my natural stain on that by taking that black off. Do you see it? Oops. Wonder if I can dab it back on. Sure enough, we got it covered. I like it. Kind of going for that vintage look. And then, see, what I was thinking about was this has like these little like Victorian bees on there, right there. Right there. And then there's some really tiny crowns. So we could put a crown like right on the ends of these. But I'm thinking about doing like this one right in the middle, Royal Honey. And I think that'll kind of disguise my little issue there. So I'm going to take my wax again, put wax on it, and we'll finish this up, right? It's always a fine line between what is too much enough and what is not enough and, all the things. So sometimes I can overthink these things. And like I said, I've been sitting on this one for a long time. I've literally had this for over a year. It's been sitting out in my piano room, sitting out, literally, waiting for me to decide because I kept thinking, I'll take it out, next tomorrow or whatever. And just could not decide on what to do. Just putting a little surface wax on this. That works as a sealer to the wood. It works as a sealer to the surface. Oh, this is not the top. I don't have to worry about that. This is the top. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was thinking this was the bottom. You guys, I still have to finish this up. Oh, well. I think it's going to be... Here I was working so hard on the other part, thinking that I was needing it. That's okay. I think I'm just going to... so you can see, this is how it hangs with the paper towel on the bottom. And I don't know why I was thinking it was any different. So this goes in here. And I don't know what they did to this up on the top. They like kind of cracked it up and it looks all broken up. So kind of rethinking things here. But I am thinking about doing something on the top. I'm not sure what. So I think I'm going to just stick with this right now. I'm going to have to put another coat on here. I appreciate you. Make sure that you go over to my channel so that you can see the Christmas gift ideas. And hello, Kylene from Texas. I know, love the thrift store. So I appreciate you coming on in. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a little bit on the long side, but hope you got something out of it and got to see my experiment. Sometimes experiments take just a tad bit of time to get it all together. So I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a very blessed evening and keep on crafting.